Hello, hello. Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV. So since I can't keep the Let's Play in Palace of the Dead forever, we're pretty much done with that for now. I might do some videos to show off the Floor 190 boss or Floor 200 at some point, either if I get there solo on my own time, or if I go in with a group or something. Anyway, instead of jumping right back into the main story, I figured I'd unlock another job for Clyde, just because it's an interesting job. It's one of the new jobs. It's a tank, and I mean, I do want to try it out in both Palace of the Dead and the next deep dungeon, especially the next deep dungeon because it's so good for that one. And so it'll be a long-term payout, although I don't know if I'll ever take it up all the way. It does have its own story, and it starts here in GRIDANIA. Also, apologies if I sniffle a lot or something. I seem to be under the weather a little bit. I kind of developed a scratchy, sore throat after recording all of those Palace of the Dead videos back to back to back. You know, I guess talking for an hour a couple times a day when you're not used to that sort of thing really tears your throat up. But it should get better in a couple days, so here's hoping. Aha, shady figure. Do you not see what kind of armor I'm wearing, dude? I've also got weapon reach on you by quite a bit. What a doof. Oops. We got a blonde Viera here, and she's got a diamond cane. That comes from God Kefka. Uh-oh. Okay, Clyde, calm down. Clyde's reasonable. Aw. Okay, yeah, sure, whatever, man. They have literal gun blades, and what you have strapped to your back is like sort of a gun blade, but like it's a gun blade from Final Fantasy VIII, where the trigger, the design is kind of stupid with the trigger. It makes it vibrate, and that enhances the cutting potential. Is what the deal is. Sophie and Radovan, huh? Well, I do want to become a Gunbreaker. You say it's not an easy one, but honestly, it's like the easiest tank to play that's ever been introduced. So, you know, whatever. And they give you a gun blade, but unless this is like your first 60 job, like you just got 60 and you don't have access to ISHGARD yet, then it's not really that good. And even within that context, you could buy better on the market board. But I went ahead and got an augmented Shire gunblade, so. And being a tank, it shares all of the gear with any other tank, so. You know, that's a thing. What was I using for? Oh, right, it's not 62 yet, of course. Probably should have gotten some Now we'll just leave these alone for now. Powder gauge. Ooh. I don't get why they always put the gauges like way up in the like in the middle of the screen or whatever. They should always be sort of down near your skill bars or whatever, in my opinion, because that's how you fuel them. But ah well. We'll get some better looking gauntlets to glam soon enough. But for now, oh dear God, this hotbar is a mess. Let's see, Demon Slice, Danger Zone, Solid Barrel. All of this is pretty much identical to I don't know, Paladin and Dark Knight for the most part. I guess it's more like Paladin in a lot of ways, but see, we want that. We want First Strike there. Want Sonic Break there. Gnashing Fang is the start. Good Talent is that. Super Bowl Eye. Okay. One of the most noteworthy things about Gunbreaker, at least how it starts out, is that the I think that's where I put that on that. Let me think about my skills really quick. Let's see. Heart of Light, and I usually put that there. Oh wait, no. That goes there. Okay. Heart of Stone goes there. Blasting Zone is just a straight upgrade from that. And normally I put that right there. Although none of this is really going to matter, because we won't be over level 70 for a long, long time. So let's actually just keep that up there for now, so I can confuse my own muscle memory. Okay, that seems legit. Hired gun blades. It's a play on hired guns. Yep. I do it for a living, sweet cheeks. Not gonna lie, every time I see a blonde nowadays, I think of my girlfriend, because she's got blonde hair. I never thought I'd wind up with a blonde girl. It's not like I have a vendetta or like a hatred of blondes or anything. They look just fine. I just don't buy into the whole, like, blondes are the hottest women alive sort of thing. And actually, I have a very strong preference for Eastern Asian women. Although actually, even just Asian, like West Asian, like up to and including like Arabic and Semitic peoples, just really like dark hair and, well, I don't know, they're really pretty to me, you know? Which, you know, it's like some people would be like, oh, you're fetishizing a minority or whatever. And it's like, I mean, we're not really a minority, because like worldwide, also, you know, meh. But I have nothing against blondes, and I've wound up with one who I love very, very much. So. Lassen show, huh? Now, do you say anything about them? Nope, she doesn't. I guess that would be the Lancers Guild, right? Wood Whalers Barracks. It's like in the back of the Lancers Guild. Yep, it is. Adathia? What? Harpsichordist. Hmm. It's like the predecessor to piano. Okay. Yeah, sure. We'll proceed carefully. Why not? Why not? I think I smell an instanced battle, but I don't rightly remember exactly when it takes off. I'm pretty sure we go question these people and then we come back and oop, instant battle. So, we'll see about that. My one complaint about gunblades in this game is they tone down the size of them to make them one-handed because they didn't want to. They wanted to try to differentiate Gunbreaker's identity from Dark Knight. But it's annoying because you know as well as I do in Final Fantasy VIII, the gunblade is a two-handed weapon. That's a giant sword. You know, like really annoying to me. Okay, he seems to like her. What about this bitch? Thinks her stuff is bizarre, huh? Oh, he thinks that the people who are only interested in her looks are to blame. Oh, yes, you sound very sincere. Sounds like Lady Gaga. Yeah, just something about Hrothgar. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Something about the Hrothgar in this game. The way they're designed, they just got big dad energy. Like you feel like you're talking to your dad whenever you look at one of them. At least I do. Of course, that could be because my dad's named after Richard the Lionhearted. And, yes. Richard, you think Lionheart. Yeah. Oh, how about that? An instant battle. I think the first time I did this, I'd like sort of rearranged my hotbars, but I didn't know exactly the exact combos for stuff, and I kept confusing the first and second stage of the combo at the time because their icons to me looked like they should have been reversed. You don't suppose she's a sylph in a glamour, do you? Being all excited that she can finally get some sunlight? Because, I mean, she's got green hair. I feel like we've seen some sylph do that before. You remember way back when Naraxia did a similar glamour, right? Like, it wasn't exactly like that. Like, it shouldn't have bunny ears, but... it was similar. Man, even Mitra is... Quiz the locals. Mitra's helping us out. I love it. Come to think of it, I think this is the only job quest line in the entire game where you actually kill people in the streets of GRIDANIA. It's like in the rogue quest line, you kill people in Limsa, and in the gladiator line, you kill people in Ul'dah. And those are very early game situations. This combo never feels right without the in-between steps. Yeah, we got a Wood Whaler helping us. How about that? They're wearing a mixture of like rogue set. I see some Ironworks pants, and then a lot of Sky Rat stuff. So these are like a gang of sky pirates that have come down, I guess, from the north, and hired out as mercenaries or something. Head bandit, huh? Oh, I guess he's a Midlander. He looks bigger than a Midlander, though. I guess it's kind of hard to tell with the mask on. He's not very strong, is he? Okay, 8,000, that's pretty strong. Their speech bubbles are funny. Ooh. Oh, hey, look, it's that bitch. Oh, look. He's sort of teaching you about provoke and sure. This thing actually is sort of kicking my ass. I don't remember this fight going on quite this long, but maybe I did something different originally. I don't know. It's been a long time since I unlocked Gunbreaker the first time. Oh sure, it only does tail swing when I'm tanking it. Oh. Because of your bunny ears, of course. I think if my friend Colby could afford playing this game, he'd play a Hrothgar. I don't know. Maybe he wouldn't. You tell me what you think, Colby. That's as close as you get to being a Wolfman. Although, interestingly enough, we will actually run into a Wolfman race that's not playable, despite not being bad guys. People already been begging for it on the official forums for like 3 years. How about that? Simpering one. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Right, okay. I gotta admit, I'm with the bunny girl on this one. The lore they came up with for Gunblades It's dumb, but whatever. But shouldn't it say the next quest won't be available until yada yada yada? I think I would have actually preferred it if, instead of insisting that Hrothgar's came up with gunblades first, if they insisted that Hrothgar conscripts came up with a better design that pure blood Garleans refused to acknowledge or something. Like that would be a lot more tolerable than, oh yeah, we've always had these gunblades. They're ancient, awesome, super technology that we had originally. And we like to smash guns with them, and that's why we're called Gunbreakers. Look, she got a change of clothes that accentuates her cleavage. Oh wow, there's no Far Edge of Fate for... There's no Far Edge of Fate stipulation for Gunbreaker. That's interesting. Well, okay, cool, whatever. But for now, we're gonna switch back to Dragoon, because it's... Other than Gunbreaker, it's the one that's... Of jobs I intend to fully level. Is the one that's furthest behind. And let's go... We won't get very far in the main story today, since we just spent the last, like, 40 minutes or whatever doing Gunbreaker stuff. But, we should be able to get some... We should be able to kick into the main story a little bit. Maybe a lot of it. Okay, yeah, we talked to them about this last time. Tidings from GRIDANIA, huh? Wait for Tartari with the Diamond Forge? Okay, I remember what this is all about. No, I should have taken the mask off so you could see Clyde's worried expression. Let's eat a... Oh, nice. We didn't have to just walk back there. They took us there.
We're here. Did we miss anything?
We would not presume to begin without you, Ida. Orianger has returned to the Waking Sands, but everyone else is now present.
Yes, but for what exactly? We all have duties to attend to, Alphino, so you may dispense with the preamble.
Thank you, Elise. It is the very subject of those duties which compelled me to call this gathering. Though the Warriors of Darkness no longer pose a threat, Eorzea's many troubles demand no less of our attention. And while I stand by the decision to approach each task as we see fit, I fear our effectiveness will ultimately be diminished should we continue to act in ignorance of each other's efforts. Thus, I propose we elect a successor to Minfilia. Not to serve as a fully fledged antecedent, perhaps, but as a coordinator of operations.
Is that all? Oh, then the decision seems clear. No one else has shown any enthusiasm for the role, and judging by your performance at our previous meeting, you would seem the perfect candidate. You always did have a flair for politics.
I did not mean to... That was not my intention. As my tenure as commander of the Crystal Braves comprehensively demonstrated, I lack the qualities required for such an office. I would much prefer to remain as I am now, a soldier in the field, so to speak.
Should none of our numbers step forward, must we then constrain some unwilling candidate to take up the position?
Well, based on merit alone, a certain adventurer would be my choice. Though I concede he might struggle to balance his new responsibilities with, let me see, slaying primals, thwarting legatuses, and feeding the...
Oops. Feeding the orphan
Thancred
poor.
makes a good point. Any who would wear such a mantle would be bound by its obligations. Have we not become sufficiently familiar with each other's methods to act without an overseer? At present, I see no cause to so willingly limit one of our number.
Oh my goodness, help! I need some help here!
Why not just make Tataru do it? She already handles finance. All it is sitting in here and chatting with people on Link Pearl. Like, come on.
Tataru, are you all right?
Me? I'm fine. It's this poor girl who just staggered in and collapsed on the floor that I'm worried about.
Narco! God, how did... Y'shtola! Please, you have to help her!
Kral, a hand if you would. Let us see about closing these wounds.
Must be of the Alamegan resistance, if Ida knows her.
We've staunched the bleeding, but it may be a while before you can move about again. Though having seen your wounds, I'm surprised you are still moving at all.
Thank you. My message. It was too important to delay. I took the shortest route I could, though I knew it was more heavily patrolled. As you can see, my efforts at evasion were not entirely successful.
Honestly, you're too brave for your own good. What was so urgent that you needed to fight half the Empire to get here? You could have been killed.
I'm sorry, Ida. I had good reason. Ah, but I imagine your friends are wondering who this bloody mess of a Mikote is. My name is Minago, and I belong to the Alamegan resistance. I came to warn Ida and Papalimo about one of our leaders. A man who calls himself the Griffin. He's always been dangerous, but he's planning something new. Something reckless.
The Griffin, you say? I've heard the name. Rumor has it your man is eager to test his claws.
Aye, and on no easy target. He means to assault Belsar's wall from the Alamegan side.
But what does the Griffin possibly hope to gain from such an attack?
From what I understand, he wants the fires of war to spread to Eorzea. And for that, he needs to control the border with Gridania.
So, he means to spark a conflict between the Alliance and the Imperial forces stationed in Alamigo, to have Eorzea's armies aid in the liberation effort, whether they will it or no.
His plan is flawed. Even should the Resistance succeed in occupying the wall, they would not be able to hold it. Imperial reinforcements would drive them out within a week.
Be that as it may, if there is even a chance that this scheme could bring about an escalation in hostilities between Eorzea and the Empire, the Alliance must be informed.
Agreed. I should depart for Limsa forthwith and seek an audience with the Admiral. Thancred, Uldar is yours. Alphino and Alize, make haste to the Twelveswood and notify the Elder Seedseer of the danger to Gridania. She will duly call a council of the Alliance leaders, whom you must be ready to receive. You will be our voice in ISHGARD. Explain the situation to Sir Emmerich and encourage him to send an envoy. Tataru, Kryl, I leave the care of our injured messenger to you. See that she remains quiescent and her wounds closed. I believe that covers everything. Let us be about our tasks.
I suspect the ill tidings from GRIDANIA will be held as a turning point. The beginning to a bloody end. The business of war was ever conducted with the coin of self-sacrifice.
We keep getting these internal Papalimo monologues, but I don't remember them at all from my first playthrough of this.
'Twas Master Louis Soir himself who taught us that such costs are not to be ignored or denied. And so, I shall embrace them. When the time comes, I will make my choice, as you will yours.
Ominous. For a sense of foreboding. Well, let's take our mask off for now before we go to ISHGARD here. I think we got about what, like 9 minutes left in the recording. I don't think we'll get as far as I'd like for us to get today, but that's my own fault for wanting to unlock Gunbreaker and show off its story. I could have just as easily unlocked it on my own time and just told you, hey, I unlocked this, and you unlock it in Gridania, and blippity blue, but I figure like its story actually plays into some events related to well, they're all tied up in side quests, but they're related to main story later on, so it's kind of, well, slightly, so you know, it's kind of, you might as well do it, show it off. Dude, I've eaten dinner with Amric. Why couldn't I just get him myself? Very well, very well. Let them chaos. This is sort of where it pays to have all the ether rights in the city unlocked, so you can just teleport outside. Very well, very well. We'll just teleport to Camp Dragonhead, because why walk? I mean, it's really not that far away, but if it saves us a few seconds. Let me guess, Artorel? I'm gonna bet it's Artorel. No, no, it's a Manalane. I wonder why he cut himself off from saying Garlean and then made the designation Imperial. Aww, I got a picture of him. I'm pretty sure your dad put you here so that you would be sternly reminded of how you should be. Or what you should aspire to. Heck, most of the player base could aspire to be more like Haurchefant. I wholeheartedly doubt that most people would be willing to take a bullet for somebody else. Of course, you know, it's an easy thing to say that. Another thing to do it entirely. I don't know if I could take a bullet for somebody else, in fact. Although I made an oath to when I joined the military. Of course, I'm no longer in the military, but you know. Serpent Honor Guard, huh? Wretched Alamico, huh? Oh, this better not take me directly into the cutscene. I don't think we have enough time for it. Okay, good. Because I think we only got like maybe 2 or 3 minutes left in the recording. And, I prefer not to have to try to start in the middle of, you know, this fairly important cutscene coming up. So, anywho, thanks for watching. Thanks for putting up with me unlocking Gunbreaker, and you know, stay safe and have a nice day.